Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Mark back in the workshop on Mark's Aquatics. Right, Jackson and his girlfriend are laying some eggs. I came in this morning and I don't think it's going to be very successful. It's got a little bubble nest underneath the underneath that pothos leaf that you're looking at there. So you can see some of the eggs which they've laid, and he's stuck them up onto the surface of the water. He's collecting them up again and spitting them back up underneath the leaf, which is interesting. They may have finished spawning by now, but it's quite interesting to see them doing it naturally under a leaf, and something that I've not put in there. I've just recently put them in. Sorry, I've just recently put her in there, and they got on like a house on fire, so I left them together, and here we go. We got a nice little generation of new little Jacksons on the way, which is fantastic. It's such a lovely courtship once you see them get together, and when they do that embrace and you watch those little eggs fall down and they go around and they collect them all up. There we go, maybe. Nope, that wasn't quite right. He's trying to turn her over. If you're unfamiliar with how betta come together, basically the male wraps around the female, turns her upside down, lightly squeezes them with his body. That'll release the eggs and he releases the sperm. And then those little eggs will sink to the bottom and she'll go in this little trance-like state for a few seconds while the eggs fall, and then he'll collect them all up and put them up into the bubble nest. It's the first time these guys have ever paired up and ever mated. So oh, look, she's gone into a little trance-like state there without actually releasing any eggs, which is he's busy collecting them. And basically they do that so because sometimes the females will turn and they'll eat the eggs quite quickly before he will collect them up. And she'll look around now, as you can see, if she can find any more eggs amongst the plants at the bottom. She'll collect those and she'll pop them back up into the nest as well. And as always, guys, make sure if you're going to breed betta, so you got millions of those little guys, those little paramecium. You see them all in the water column there? Some snail eggs in there as well on the top. But that is thick with that infusoria, which I always go on about. So as soon as these little guys hatch, we can put some of those in to feed the fry. If you wonder what that is there, that's actually a grape stem. I finished eating some grapes, and that's green as well, and that will break down and they will feed on that as well. So I just popped that in there as well, and they will and they're happily feasting away on the bacteria which is growing on that. Yeah, she's in a little state again on the top there. Look, a little trance. It's quite different actually filming them from above, because normally you see people filming them from below the tank and you can see the eggs fall, but I've done that before in previous breeding these guys in videos that I've done, so I thought I'd film it from the top this time just to make it different. Lots of little eggs there keep escaping, but he'll collect them up. It's amazing the tension of the water, that film tension is so strong for those little eggs. They'll stick to that surface tension because it's just basically like one big bubble. So here he goes, collecting them all again. It's that leaf's just on a slight angle, so they keep, as they're wobbling around underneath it, they keep popping out. Oh well, I think we'll give these guys a bit of privacy now. That was a lovely little show. Thank you very much, you two, for showing all these lovely viewers what you get up to. Paludarium's a little bit overgrown at the moment, as you can see. The mint's gone crazy. For some of the other plants. What I've done, if you notice there, I've taken the front of the sponge filter off now because I want minimal disturbance now. So I've cut that waterfall and moved that away because I didn't want that surface to be too agitated from that waterfall. So I turned it right down just for a few days, just to get everything settled in, and then I'll move things around very, very slowly again after that. But there's enough plant life in there to keep these nitrates down to about 0 without anything else, to be honest. That dwarf sage it's gone nuts in there. I'm really going to have to cut that back when these guys are a little bit bigger. But there's no rush for that. He's gone, he thinks he's embraced her there, but he completely missed. Wake up, there you are. You completely missed her that time, mate. But I'll go and collect some eggs anyway, he says. There's a few come out the side. Look at that. Anyway guys, I thought I'd film that for you. It's always interesting to see these guys breeding. And as always, you're all stars. Love you loads. Take care, and I'll see you on Wednesday for another episode of Marks Aquatics. Take care. Bye for now.